Dear students, today we will solve few short sums in chapter Process Costing, subject Advanced Accounting and Auditing Paper 3 for class 2nd year BCom semester 4, Veer Narmad South Gujarat University. Here is the question. In a manufacturing unit, raw material passes through 4 processes 1, 2, 3 and 4. The output of each process is the input of the subsequent process. The loss in the process 1, 2, 3 and 4 are respectively 25%, 20%, 20% and 16 and 2/3 percentage of the input. If the end product at the end of process 4 is 40,000 kilograms, what is the quantity of raw materials required to be fed at the beginning of process 1? Dear students, this particular sum is repeated in our university exams. Okay, first of all, let us see the question. Here we have 4 processes: process number 1, process number 2, process number 3 and process number 4. Further, we are given the loss percentage in each process: 25%, 20%, 20% and 16 and 2/3 percentage of input. Further, we have final end product output at the end of process 4, 40,000 kilograms, and we are to calculate quantity of raw material introduced in the first process from the given data. Here is the solution. We will make assumption that suppose units introduced in process 1 is 100 kilograms, whereas actual input is not available. From this input of first process, we will deduct loss 25%, that is 25 kilograms. So balance 75 kilograms is nothing but our output of process 1, which becomes input for process number 2. From these 75 kilograms, we will deduct loss 20%, that amounts to 15 kgs. So 75 minus 15, 60 kgs is our output of process number 2, which becomes input for process number 3. From this 60 kg, we will deduct loss 20%, that is 12 kgs. So 60 minus 12, 48 kgs becomes output of process number 3, which is input for process number 4. And finally, we will deduct loss 16 and 2/3 percentage, that is 1/6 of input, that is 8 kilograms. And our final output at the end of process 4 amounts to 40 kilograms, and the actual output given in this sum is 40,000 kilograms. So from this working, we will find out the actual quantity of raw material introduced in process 1. Working is here. Raw materials required at the beginning of process 1 or raw material introduced in process 1 is equal to actual output 40,000 kilograms multiply material input in process 1, that is 100 kgs, divided by 40 kilograms of output is equal to 1 lakh kilograms. So here our material introduced in the beginning of very first process amount to 1 lakh kilograms. Here is the second question. 100 units are introduced in a process at a total cost of rupees 30,000. Our normal loss is 15%. Each unit carrying a scrap value of rupees 50. If output is 90 units, then what will be the value of abnormal gain and what will be the normal cost of 1 unit? Dear students, to calculate the value of abnormal gain and cost of normal output, first we will prepare a process account. Okay, on debit side we will record raw materials introduced with 100 units and 30,000 rupees, and on credit side we will record normal loss 15%, that is 15 units, and the rate is scrap value is 50 rupees per unit, so our amount 750. Further, we are given output of process, that is 90. We record in process account on credit side unit output, that is 90. Now we can check on credit side we have total 105 units, and on debit side we had only 100 units. It means 5 units is our abnormal gain. Now we will have to work out the total value of abnormal gain and cost per unit of normal output. Here is the working. cost of normal output and abnormal gain. Particulars, units and amount. Cost of material introduced 100 units and amount rupees 30,000. From this we will deduct loss realized, that is normal loss, 15 units and 750 rupees. So finally our normal output amounts to 85 units and cost 29,250. So our cost per unit of output, normal output, amounts to 29,250 divided by 85 units, that is rupees 344.12 per unit. And cost of abnormal gain amounts to 15 units, sorry, it is 5 units. Here you see 5 units multiply 344.12, that is 1720.60. Once again, abnormal gain units are 5 units multiply 344.12, that is 1720.60. That's all. Here is the question number 3. In a factory, 2000 units are introduced in a process at the cost of rupees 52,000. It is estimated that normal loss is 10% of the units introduced. The scrap value of both the normal loss and abnormal loss is rupees 20 per unit. Actual production is 1500 units. Prepare abnormal loss account. To solve this question, first we will prepare process account. In process account, on debit side we record raw material introduced, that is 2000 units and cost rupees 52,000. On credit side we will record normal loss, which is 10%. So 10% of 2000 units, that is 200 units, and realized value rupees 20 per unit. So amount it is 4,000. Further, output is given 1500 units. Okay. So now the balancing figure, missing figure in quantity on credit side is 300 units. This is nothing but our abnormal loss. Now we will have to calculate the cost price of abnormal loss and actual output. And here is the working. Cost of normal output and abnormal gain. Particulars, units and amount. Cost of material introduced 2000 units with 52,000 rupees. Less normal loss 200 units and 4,000 rupees as per the information given. So finally our normal output amounts to 1800 units and 48,000 rupees. So our cost per unit of output is equal to 48,000 divided by 1800 units, amounts to rupees 26.666 per unit. Now we will prepare abnormal loss account. Here is the abnormal loss account. In abnormal loss account, debit side we record to process account 300 units and amount 8,000, that is 300 units multiply 26.666 recurring, it is 8,000, and our sales value of abnormal loss is rupees 20 per unit. So we will record in abnormal loss account on credit side by bank, that is our sale proceeds 300 units and amount rupees 6,000, that is 300 units multiply rupees 20. And finally by closing abnormal loss account we get balancing figure rupees 2,000 on credit side. This is nothing but our costing profit loss. So here is the loss of rupees 8,000, and our accounting entry is costing profit and loss account debit to abnormal loss account rupees 2,000. That's all. Here is the sum number 4. Information relating to process H and N were as follows. Process normal loss as a percentage of input liters, and production liters, that is output. Process H normal loss 8%, input liters 65,000 and production 58,900 liters. Process N normal loss 5%, input liters 37,500 and production, that is output liters 35,700. Find out abnormal loss or abnormal gain for each process. Dear students, here we are given inputs, normal loss and actual output. From this information we are to calculate abnormal loss and abnormal gain. Here is the solution. Input liters 65,000 and 37,500 as per the information given in the sum. From this we will deduct normal loss, that is 8% and 5% respectively of the process. So 8% of 65,000 amounts to 5,200 and 5% of 37,500 amounts to 1,875. So our normal output amounts to 59,800 in process H and 35,625 in process N. And finally our actual output is given 58,900 and 35,700 in respective process. So here our actual output is less than normal output. My dear students, please understand, our actual output is less than normal output, so the resultant difference 900 is our abnormal loss. Once again I repeat, our actual output is less than normal output by 900, so this 900 liters is nothing but our abnormal loss. And here in case of process N, our actual output is more than normal output. Our actual output is more than normal output, and the difference is 75 liters is nothing but our abnormal gain. That's all. Dear students, please understand all these sums, try to solve independently and practice one or two more examples from your reference book. Thank you very much for watching this video lecture. Very soon we will meet with other examples in the same chapter.